I'm Andrew Murata, host of the Education, Leadership, and Beyond podcast, a part of the Education Podcast Network, just like the show you are listening to now. Shows on the network are individually owned and opinions expressed may not reflect others. Find other interesting education podcasts at edupodcastnetwork.com.
Thanks for listening to the Tech Tools for Teachers podcast, where each week we talk about a free piece or two of technology that you can use in your classroom. I'm your host, Shanna Martin. I'm a middle school teacher, technology and instructional coach from my district.
And I'm our producer and husband, Fuzz Martin, and I'm only here with you because we have such good chemistry.
Oh, cute.
Yes. And I also happen to have a whole bunch of podcasting equipment, so that helps as well.
And it works to have you around occasionally.
Yeah. Yes.
So we are talking about science this week. We've had a few episodes about science.
She blinded me with science.
But there were some other cool things that I wanted to share.
Cool.
So I'm sharing about more cool sciencey things.
I dig it.
And we are here in November.
Yeah.
And
the science.
If anybody is excited about the weather, in Wisconsin, we had snow today.
Yes. Flurries. Nothing.
Flurries.
Nothing.
It depends on what part, though, because there was snow.
Yeah.
In
some people got
other areas.
Snow on the ground. We got
flurries.
But
it's official.
Yep.
There's snow.
Which means
science.
It's almost the holidays.
It is ish.
Yeah.
So with our little chat about science tools, there's two different websites I'm going to talk about today that are very cool. And I kind of pulled some highlights that can go with both of them. There is, between both sites, a huge collection of resources. So no matter what type of science you teach, or if you're just trying to engage students in some STEM skills, whether it's in an enrichment class or even an indoor recess or a fun problem solving kind of afternoon, like there is a lot of cool resources. There are activities for all ages, so ranging from like 4K all the way through, along with resources that people could use, like parents could use at home, or things that you can build in the classroom. Both could be independent or they could be in groups kind of thing. There's a lot of like promoting of deeper thinking. So here's some information, but let's like apply this to other parts of your life and think deeper about it. Lots of them bring awareness of relevant topics. Specifically, one of the sites I'm going to talk about gives you like very relevant, like news related science information, which is great. And then there's tons of teacher and student tools. So you can use it as a teacher. You can have your students use it without you. You can use it together as class. So just lots of cool resources. So I am very excited to share these sites with everybody today. The first site we're going to talk about is called Science News Explorers. Science News Explorers. And what's cool is it's actually based on the Science News Explorers. There's an actual physical like magazine that you can have sent to your classroom. You have to pay for it then, but they have like a subscription. And these are all of the resources that are available for free. So even if you don't subscribe to the magazine for your classroom, there's a ton of resources that you can use.
Yeah.
So the site itself is snexplores.org.
snexplorers.org.
Correct.
snexplorers.org.
Correct. So Science News Explorers. And once you get there, you're going to find whatever the newest articles are that they've written, which are very relevant, like daily. There's a new article. There is just off the top, scientists caught a black hole ringing like a bell. To our brains, your red is my red.
Mi roja es su roja.
Good job. This linguist...
I can't see red, but I can say very minor things in Spanish.
Has invented over 20 languages. So it's got each article. It also has like a word of the week, which is great for vocabulary. I can't talk about that in a second. They have like practice analysis. and then different types of explainers of like parts and things in your life, like vitamins and stuff like that. So the best thing you can do is it looks like a little newspaper and you go to it.
Mhm.
There's science news, which will be right away. But if you go to the menu, so it's kind of in the right-hand, like upper quadrant of the website. If you click on menu, you'll find all their stories. Then you'll find, if you click on collections, you can find specific things. So action for the earth, artificial intelligence, learn about. So there's different categories that you can like check out. If you go back to the menu, their explainers are cool. It's background pieces for deeper dive into a broader range of like pivotal topics. So you can pull like physics and then how you make a pitched ball curve at your will, like a baseball. Then it has like a little video that goes through it, and then it will connect with an article and the information that it goes to. So it kind of walks you through the steps of different things, which is very cool. Again, if you're looking for deeper thinking with your students. And I would say any of these could be used. Some of these articles will definitely be like upper elementary through high school.
Mhm.
But you could use them as topics to get your students thinking and brainstorming very easily. Something I really like is the word of the week. If you click on that, it will take you through, like, I'm scrolling through a little bit so you can kind of see scientists say transplant. And then it will talk about how to say transplant. It will give you the definition of transplant. It will show you how to use it in a sentence. And then it talks about like power words and then how like those are relevant as well. So there's a whole like vocab focus, which again would be super great. Maybe not just science class, but you could use it in ELA or if you're writing with nonfiction or different types of things like that. They have the experiment section, which if you click, and again, this is all in the menu. If you scroll through experiments, it will experiment, M&Ms, geometry. It's a science project about M&Ms. Stand for measurements and models. And then it walks you through the objective, what you need, cost under $20. Like it will tell you the materials that you need or don't need, concepts and questions and material and equipment. It walks you through everything that you would need as a teacher to set it up. Or again, if your students are going to have like a little science fair, this would be a great way for them to find different experiments to do. There's all kinds of them. If you click on comics, I thought this was really cool. If you go to comics and then you scroll down, I'm going to suggest see how hummingbirds sneak through small spaces.
Okay.
And if you click on it, there's a cute little hummingbird.
Oh, yeah, look at that.
And then keep scrolling.
Okay.
Keep scrolling.
Oh, look at that. A graphic little tail.
Wild Things, a graphic tale, how hummingbirds flutter through small spaces. And then it's like a little comic about birds and hummingbirds. And then it shows like how they do what they do. And it's all drawn out in cartoons, which I thought was really cool. And it gives you your power words. And it gives you like citations. Everything in here is cited, which I appreciate. And then it will connect you to like who wrote it and what it's about. But I thought what a cool way to inspire your kids to then make their own little comics about science. So they could get a science concept and then they could do up a little drawing and make a little comic based on a science concept that you're learning in class. This would be a great way to model that. And it's really cute and it's really interesting.
Yeah.
So that's under like the comics section.
I like the hummingbird. I'm just going to scooch through here.
Yes. It's cute. Like it's just cute. And it's in like kid-friendly terminology. It just makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
There's an analyze this section. I'm not going to go through all of them. There's so much information here.
Yeah.
Action Earth. But the other thing I wanted to highlight was cool jobs. If you click on that, I always think it's super relevant to connect what you're teaching to the future for students or why. And this whole section explores careers in STEM, science, technology, engineering, and math. And then it's different people. So you can click on like animals, a shark encounter inspired by this researcher's career in marine biology. You can click on it. And then like she talks about her job as a marine biologist. And then also like what she's learning about sharks. And if you want to pursue a job in marine biology, what that looks like. So it's a really cool way for kids to learn more about jobs that connect to science as well. And maybe not your typical jobs that everybody would see all the time. So yeah, there's a lot of very cool information in this menu. Again, this is all free. They also have a like classroom questions. So if you're looking at questions in your classroom, it will help students, again, think more and brainstorm and think beyond what's being put in front of them. So that's just the menu section. I didn't even get into the other sections where if you go under all the topics, you can pick one, choose a topic, life, humans, earth, or space, or tech.
I'll go space.
All right. If you click on the space button, it will then give you every article about different types of space. If you click on like scientists say space junk, if you click on the article, then you have the option to
read it.
You can, I don't know if the audio will come up. It will explain to you with the audio.
Scientists say space junk. Space junk refers to trash left in space by humans. More than 36,500.
So it will give you the audio for it, which is fantastic. If you keep scrolling, it says in a sentence, like it will explain it in a sentence.
Sure.
There's a collection of power words, which you have the option to read with your students, or you can print the list of power words. So you have that as a vocab list if you want it to your vocab wall, which is awesome. And then there's a little bit about the author. So there's a bunch of resources that go with each of the articles that then would be helpful for you while you're teaching in your classroom as well. So that's under any one of the articles that you click on.
Very cool.
Yeah. So Science News Explorers has so many great science resources that you can use in so many different classes without having to actually subscribe to the Science Explorers magazine. But if you would find it useful, you could do that as well. You know, if you have supplemental like material in your classroom, but it's really cool. And there's just lots of cool things to see and explore.
Explore, which is a good segue.
It is. Well, because we're exploring science.
Exploratorium.
And the next site is Exploratorium. That sounds weird, but we'll just go with it.
Yeah, that's cool.
Exploratorium is actually a place.
Oh.
It's a place.
It is in San Francisco.
It's in San Francisco. And what's crazy is off of Pier 15 in San Francisco. And like 1 billion years ago, you and I
were
there.
Yeah.
But we did not go to the Exploratorium.
We did not explore the Exploratorium.
I know. Now I'm kind of sad. I think we need to go back
to
San Francisco.
Back. Sounds good.
So Exploratorium.
What are you doing tomorrow?
Yes, let's just hop on a plane. Exploratorium, the site itself is exploratorium.edu, exploratorium.edu. And obviously, when you first click on it, you're like, oh, it's a place, which it is. It's a place. It's a very cool place to explore. But in addition to it being like a science museum, a STEM museum, all kinds of cool things. If you click on the menu bar on the Teach and Learn section, there are so many cool resources. So they have a collection called Resources for Educators. We love people who share information with educators. They have professional development and things like that you can do, that you can actually go there if you choose to. If you go under that section, they have classroom resources. And in classroom resources, they have like science snacks. And you click on it. Low-cost teacher-tested activities for the classroom and for the curious. This is one of those where you could definitely do these in your classroom. You also could encourage STEM at home. Or if you've got parents that are saying, hey, I want to do like more engaging things at home with my kid. What can I do? So they have special snacks collections. I love this. You can go, they have snacks with videos, the science of snacks. Anyway, so you can click on one of them. I'm going to go with simple science snacks. And then I'm going to scroll down and I'm going to click on the head harp.
The head harp.
Yeah. Okay. Tools and materials. You want to know what you need? A piece of string that's 3 feet long.
Okay.
That's it.
Oh, all right. Well, that's easy enough.
Yep. There's like a to-do, what's going on, going further.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. Sets it all up. They're like small little tidbits of science information. It's so cool. They also have all kinds of cool resources under Explore. So that's the Teach and Learn section, which like teaches you specific things. If you click on Explore, it will give you, they have Explore from Anywhere activities. And if you click on those, it is broken down by subject. So it can be really specific.
No.
Astronomy, art, bio, chemistry, data, earth and science, history, math, the nature of science, physics. It gives you how many activities for each of the categories. And then also has it broken down by NGSS, so the National Science Standards. It has it broken down by the science standards. It also has it broken down by grade bands. So you will find activities from pre-K all the way through 12th grade, depending on what you need. And then we'll also have activity type. So they have DIY exhibits versus like digital versus the science snacks and the little ones. There's projects, there's food recipes, a few of them. So there's just different ways to break it down. What I also appreciate is, let's pick one. I'm going to do the ring game. So it's a DIY exhibit. It will tell you ahead of time. Some of them require the use of tools or electronics. So like as a parent or as a teacher, you should know that it's going to like have actual tools. This one uses an air blower, so a hair dryer.
Okay.
And then it also uses a hot glue gun. And it gives you a picture of everything you're going to need. So it gives you a list and an image. Like, these are what we're talking about when you're picking out your tools. Shows you how to make it, how to set the whole things up. And then, as poses a question, what's going on? What do you notice? What do you wonder? What do you want to try? There's troubleshooting tips. And then you can build your own, which I love. And that's all under, again, the Explore and the Activities section. So why don't you pick a topic?
Oh, okay. Let me see. Let's see.
Like art, chemistry?
Yeah, physics.
Physics. There's a lot of physics. There's 234 physics options.
Okay.
Then you can go under, it breaks it down. Electricity, energy, heat, light.
Let's say mechanics.
Mechanics. Then you click on that and it breaks it down further for you. And I'm going to click on the
Parachute plummet.
Great. Parachute plummet. Tools.
This reminds me of making parachutes for G.I. Joes when I was a kid. So.
Totally. You need a paper napkin.
A paper clip.
4 pieces of string. You need adhesive dots or tape. You need a paper clip. And then optional would be different types of string. Shows you the assembly, step-by-step process. The to-do and notice section. What's going on? Going further. Teaching tips. This would be great for students. You could set them up. This is a quick, like, what can we do?
Yep.
What is the physics behind it? And it gives you the option. It does give the option to print them. So it will break it down for you. So it's an easier print. If you want to just hand it out to kids and have them build in groups, you can. So again, there's so many resources here in that Explore section that you can build into your classroom and easily share it with students. And they can work independently or in groups or as a whole class. They also have a article section that gives you more information that kind of connects with the different activities along with additional science information. So the Exploratorium, it's an actual place, but it also has a ton of cool resources on their website to encourage science and STEM exploration in your classroom. And there's just some fun things that you can put together when you need to fire up your class and engage them in discussion.
And if you're going there, they have a restaurant called the Tinkering Table and also a coffee shop called Catalyst Coffee Lab. So,
and now we're just going to plan a trip.
Yep, that was me.
We're going to go.
Planning our trip.
Because it looks like fun.
It does.
So yeah, so there's a few more science tools. I have done lots of like science episodes in the past. Like way back, I did one on like episode 31 and episode 90 and episode like 105. Like I've done a lot of science, but science can be applied in so many different ways and at so many different levels and so many.
There's so many science things,
so
as evidenced by these sites that are just chock full of
cool stuff.
Science.
Fun things.
Yes.
So I hope you're able to kind of check it out with your kids. I would love to know if you pick and choose what they are going to create and discover. Thanks for tuning in. This has been the Tech Tools for Teachers podcast. If you ever have any questions, you can find me on Blue Sky, Threads, Facebook, Instagram, at SmartNWI. And if you want to get more information on the links to the technology discussed in this episode, visit smartnwi.com. If you'd like to support the show, please consider buying me a coffee or two. Visit buymeacoffee.com/SmartNWI or visit thesmartnwi.com and click on that cute little purple coffee cup. Your donations help keep the show going. new episodes each week. Thanks for listening. Go educate and innovate.
The ideas and opinions expressed on this podcast and the Smart NWI website are those of the author, Shanna Martin, and not of her employer. Prior to using any of the technologies discussed in this podcast, please consult with your employer regulations. This here podcast offers no guarantee that these tools will work for you as we've described, but we hope they do. And we'll talk to you next time here on the Tech Tools for Teachers podcast.